Welcome to Lifestyle and Ledger, where faith meets financial freedom. If you're all about quiet wealth and loud legacy, don't forget to subscribe. Today, we're diving into a billionaire lifestyle like no other. Donald Trump's life as the 45th President of the United States. From luxurious private jets to opulent estates, Trump's presidency wasn't just about politics. His billionaire status brought an unprecedented lifestyle to the White House. Let's explore how Trump balanced his high-powered role while living in ultimate luxury. As a billionaire before stepping into the Oval Office, Trump's approach to the presidency was unlike anything seen before. His presence transformed traditional politics, bringing a business mogul's touch to the highest office in the land. The Trump lifestyle wasn't put on pause just because he became president. It amplified life in the White House. For most presidents, moving into the White House marks a significant upgrade, a new level of prestige, history, and grandeur that represents the highest office in the land. But for Donald Trump, the White House was just another property, another stage for his larger-than-life presence. Trump had already become accustomed to opulence beyond what the White House had to offer. His residence in Trump Tower, perched high above Manhattan, symbolized his personal brand of luxury and wealth. Trump's New York penthouse was famously over the top, dripping in extravagance. It featured 24-karat gold leaf ceilings, Italian marble floors, and custom-made crystal chandeliers. Walking into his 3-level penthouse felt more like entering a European palace than a high-rise apartment. Every corner of the space was carefully designed to reflect Trump's billionaire status and his taste for excess. With floor-to-ceiling windows offering sweeping views of the Manhattan skyline and Central Park, it was a residence that broadcast wealth from every angle. Greek-inspired columns, statues, and grandiose artwork adorned the walls, making it a place where history and modern luxury collided. The White House, by comparison, while rich in history and stately charm, didn't match the over-the-top flair of Trump Tower. Its classical design and historical significance made it an icon of American power, but it wasn't the type of environment Trump had curated for himself over the years. For him, the move from a gold-gilded penthouse to a 132-room mansion felt less like an elevation and more like stepping into a building steeped in formality. It was a home designed for statesmen, not real estate moguls. Yet Trump didn't attempt to transform the White House into a replica of his New York palace. He respected the institution for what it was, an American symbol of leadership and authority, but he didn't invest in making it a permanent reflection of his taste. Trump understood the difference between using the White House as a functional residence and leveraging it as a strategic stage for his presidency. To him, it was less about personal comfort and more about the power and status the building represented. In short, Trump saw the White House as a stage, a tool to further his political ambitions and project power. But it was never home in the traditional sense. His heart and personal comforts were anchored in the luxurious estates and penthouses that defined his billionaire lifestyle. For Trump, life in the White House was about playing the part of president while keeping his identity as a billionaire intact. When the cameras were off and the formalities were over, his true sense of luxury and grandeur continued to thrive away from the public eye. The White House, as historical and revered as it is, was a temporary stage for Trump, a backdrop to his real life of wealth and influence, which was as bold and extravagant as ever. Private jets and helicopters. For most, Air Force One represents the pinnacle of presidential travel. Luxury, security, and prestige wrapped into one. But for Donald Trump, it was just another tool in his travel arsenal. Even as president, Trump had access to a fleet of private aircraft that matched his billionaire lifestyle. His personal Boeing 757, known as Trump Force One, was far more than a means of transportation. The jet was customized with gold seatbelts, plush leather seats, mahogany cabinets, and even a bedroom that looked more like a suite in a high-end hotel. It wasn't just about getting from one place to another. It was a statement. Everything about the plane screamed wealth, from the sleek exterior to the lavish interior that made sure Trump flew in comfort and style, no matter the destination. While Air Force One was the official plane, Trump often preferred using his own jet, particularly during his pre-presidential years and on personal trips. His preference wasn't just about luxury, though. Using his private jet allowed Trump to maintain full control, operate on his own schedule, and travel with the same comforts he'd grown accustomed to as a billionaire businessman. When it came to shorter trips, Marine One, the presidential helicopter, was always on standby. This helicopter was a necessity for the president, but for Trump, it was also another luxury. Yet, even with Marine One available, Trump wasn't shy about mixing in flights on his private helicopters when the occasion called for it. For Trump, travel wasn't just about logistics or duty. It was about maintaining the lifestyle he had cultivated long before stepping into the Oval Office. Whether soaring on Air Force One or cruising in Trump Force One, he ensured his billionaire status was always front and center, even at 30,000 feet. Luxury estates. Long before his time in politics, Donald Trump's name was synonymous with luxury real estate. His portfolio included some of the most prestigious properties around the world, but during his presidency, one estate stood out above the rest: Mar-a-Lago. Located in Palm Beach, Florida, this 126-room mansion was less of a home and more of a palace. Mar-a-Lago wasn't just Trump's favorite getaway. It became known as the Winter White House. Sprawling across 20 acres, the estate featured private beachfront access, opulent ballrooms, and lavish pools that reflected Trump's signature taste for grandeur. Mar-a-Lago wasn't just an escape from Washington. It was a space where Trump could combine business with pleasure. The estate frequently played host to political meetings, diplomatic events, and world leaders, blending luxury with power in a way only Trump could. Trump made sure Mar-a-Lago wasn't simply a residence. It became a symbol of his billionaire lifestyle. Politics and wealth naturally intertwined here, showing that even while running the country, Trump's affinity for extravagant living never faltered. Whether hosting heads of state or enjoying a weekend retreat, Mar-a-Lago embodied the ultimate fusion of his political role and personal fortune. Beyond its role as a political hub, Mar-a-Lago also served as a personal sanctuary for Trump. Away from the pressures of Washington, the estate allowed him to relax in the kind of luxury he had always been accustomed to. Its ornate design, with gilded accents, towering arches, and Mediterranean-style architecture, offered a level of comfort and exclusivity that the White House could never match. The estate's private staff, world-class chefs, and top-tier security ensured that every moment spent there was one of ease and opulence. It wasn't just a place to stay. It was a full lifestyle experience tailored to Trump's every need. Mar-a-Lago wasn't the only property Trump enjoyed during his presidency. His golf resorts, especially in Bedminster, New Jersey, and his penthouses, such as the one at Trump Tower, remained personal havens as well. These properties became regular stops during his presidency, each offering a different slice of luxury and comfort. Whether it was the rolling greens of his golf courses or the sweeping city views from his penthouse, Trump's estate portfolio allowed him to live in constant luxury, regardless of the demands of the business as usual. Even during his presidency, Trump maintained a strong connection to his vast business empire. While he officially stepped back from day-to-day management, handing control to his family and trusted executives, his properties across the globe, hotels, resorts, and golf courses, continued to operate under the Trump brand. From the glitzy hotels in Las Vegas to the picturesque golf courses in Scotland, the Trump name remains synonymous with luxury, exclusivity, and high-end experiences. Though his role shifted, Trump's billionaire mindset was ever present. He approached the presidency with the same principles that guided his business, focused on deals, negotiations, and maximizing opportunities. Whether it was trade agreements, international diplomacy, or domestic policy, Trump treated each political decision like a business transaction, always considering the bottom line. For him, politics and business weren't separate. They were deeply intertwined, and his actions as president often reflected his desire to lead with a CEO's precision and strategy. If you're enjoying this look into Donald Trump's billionaire lifestyle as president, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and share where you are on your own wealth journey. What does building wealth and living in luxury mean to you? Whether you're just starting or already living your version of success, we're all on a path to financial freedom. And while you're at it, think about what a billionaire lifestyle looks like to you. Is it private jets and luxury estates? Or is it the freedom to live life on your terms? Let's get the conversation going. Exclusive clubs and golf courses. Trump's passion for golf has always been well known, and during his presidency, it became a regular part of his routine. His golf outings were more than just leisure. They were extensions of his business mindset and a platform for conducting important meetings. Throughout his time in office, Trump frequently visited one of his many golf clubs, where political discussions often took place right on the green. His portfolio of golf resorts stretched from Florida to the UK, with each property reflecting his impeccable taste for luxury and exclusivity. One of the most famous among these is Trump National Golf Club in Bedminster, New Jersey. This sprawling estate quickly became an unofficial retreat for Trump during his presidency, where political figures, world leaders, and close allies would gather. Its pristine golf courses, high-end accommodations, and top-tier service made it the ideal location for Trump to mix business with pleasure. Whether playing a round of golf or hosting private discussions, Bedminster offered an environment where political strategies were shaped in a relaxed yet luxurious setting. For Trump, golf was far from just a hobby. It was an extension of his billionaire lifestyle. The lush greens and serene landscapes provided the perfect backdrop for deal-making, negotiations, and policy discussions. It allowed him to operate in his element, blending the worlds of business, politics, and leisure seamlessly. Golf was where Trump not only maintained his personal brand of luxury, but also continued to shape his legacy. The Trump family. While Donald Trump's presidency was in the spotlight, his family continued to live out their version of the billionaire lifestyle, making their own mark both in politics and business. Melania Trump, always impeccably dressed in high-end designer outfits, brought a sense of grace and sophistication to her role as First Lady. Whether hosting foreign dignitaries or attending state events, she maintained her signature style and luxurious standards, showing the world a refined, poised figure at the White House. Ivanka Trump and her husband, Jared Kushner, seamlessly blended their political roles with the family's business interests. As key figures in Trump's administration, they often represented the U.S. in meetings with world leaders and played significant roles in policy discussions. Yet, their connection to the Trump Organization remained intact, allowing them to continue the family's legacy of wealth and influence while navigating their positions in the White House. Trump's other children, Donald Jr., Eric, and Tiffany, also embraced the privileges of a billionaire lifestyle. From private jet travel to lavish vacations at the family's many properties around the world, they continued to live high-profile lives. With their involvement in the Trump Organization, the Trump children not only carried on the family business, but also embodied the brand of luxury and power that their father had built over decades. Together, the Trump family showed that even in the highest office, their extravagant billionaire lifestyle never took a back seat. Beyond their public roles, the Trump family's personal lives remained deeply intertwined with their extravagant lifestyle. Melania, when not fulfilling her duties as First Lady, often retreated to Trump Tower or Mar-a-Lago, where she could enjoy a more private and luxurious existence. She maintained her impeccable standards at all times, from hosting exclusive dinners to ensuring her son Barron experienced the same high-class upbringing that had always defined the Trump family. Barron, though largely kept out of the public eye, attended prestigious private schools and lived a life of privilege, enjoying the same comforts and luxuries his father had built for the family. Meanwhile, Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump, who took the reins of the Trump Organization during their father's presidency, continued to expand the family's real estate empire. They frequently traveled the globe, inspecting properties, closing deals, and maintaining the billionaire brand synonymous with the Trump name. Whether managing a new luxury hotel or attending a high-profile event, the Trump brothers lived out the family's vision of wealth, success, and power, while also navigating the political spotlight that came with their father's presidency. Their high-profile status, along with Ivanka's and Jared's, showcased how the Trump family blended business, politics, and luxury into a seamless, larger-than-life existence. Security and privacy. Even as president, Donald Trump valued his privacy and sought to maintain it wherever he could. While the Secret Service was a constant presence, accompanying him to every residence, from Mar-a-Lago to Bedminster to his New York penthouse, Trump made sure to keep a layer of exclusivity around his personal life. His private properties were fortified with cutting-edge security systems, ensuring that only a select few had direct access to him. Whether he was entertaining guests or retreating from the public eye, Trump always ensured that his personal spaces remained secure and impenetrable. Despite the constant media attention and public scrutiny that came with the presidency, Trump was skilled at maintaining his boundaries. The duties of the office never fully encroached on his billionaire lifestyle. He still enjoyed his lavish estates, private jets, and the freedom to operate with a level of autonomy most could only dream of. The demands of the presidency didn't strip him of his wealth, luxury, or privacy. Trump managed to balance it all, continuing his life of opulence while holding one of the most powerful positions in the world. The Trump brand of luxury. Donald Trump's name has long been synonymous with luxury. From the towering skyscrapers that bear his name to the sprawling golf courses and lavish hotels, Trump built a brand that represents opulence, exclusivity, and power. His properties are more than just real estate. They're statements of wealth and prestige. Whether it's the shimmering gold of Trump Tower in New York or the picturesque greens of Trump International Golf Links in Scotland, every location reflects his larger-than-life persona and taste for the finer things. But it's not just about properties. Trump's lifestyle itself is a constant display of his billionaire status. From his custom-designed private jets to his meticulously decorated penthouses, Trump surrounds himself with luxury at every turn. His gold-adorned interiors, world-class amenities, and an unrelenting focus on the ultimate in comfort and style define how he lives. For Trump, wealth is not just about numbers. It's about living extravagantly, unapologetically, and always at the highest level. Whether hosting world leaders or enjoying a private retreat, Trump's life is an enduring showcase of his unique approach to luxury. Trump's personal style also extends beyond his real estate empire and lavish properties. His penchant for high-end fashion, custom suits, and tailored outfits has always been part of his public image. Often seen in luxury brands and meticulously put-together looks, Trump understands that appearance plays a big role in maintaining a billionaire persona. From the power ties to his signature gold cufflinks, every detail is carefully curated to project success, influence, and control. It's not just what Trump owns, it's how he presents himself, commanding attention and respect through his style as much as his wealth. His love for luxury also extends to the finer things in life. Whether dining in Michelin-starred restaurants or indulging in the best wines, Trump's taste for extravagance is clear. His exclusive memberships to elite clubs, lavish dinner parties at his properties, and high-profile events attended by the world's elite further reinforce his status in the upper echelons of society. Trump's life is a constant display of power, wealth, and luxury, a lifestyle carefully crafted and maintained over decades, where everything from his homes to his habits reflect the essence of a true billionaire. Donald Trump's lifestyle is the ultimate example of power, luxury, and influence. If this look into his billionaire world has inspired you to aim higher and think bigger, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join our community of like-minded people striving for success, wealth, and building their own legacy. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who's chasing their own version of the dream, and drop a comment with your thoughts on what luxury and wealth mean to you.